hundreds of billions of dollars, millions of ultra-modern laboratories, and the greatest scientific minds of the 21st century are currently completely helpless against a single, silent killer. You have been told that this monster was born from modern pollution, fast food, and plastic packaging. But that is a lie. Imagine a world locked in the brutal grip of the Ice Age nearly 2 million years ago. Amidst the howling winds of a frozen valley, a primitive hunter collapses in absolute agony. He was not struck down by the razor-sharp fangs of a saber-toothed cat, nor was he defeated by the sub-zero temperature. Instead, a malicious mutated tumor was eating away his footbone from the inside out. This killer was hunting us before our species could even speak, before we discovered fire or invented the wheel. It has been waiting for us since the dawn of complex life. If you think returning to nature protects you, think again. Stay tuned, because the terrifying evolutionary truth behind this ancient enemy will change how you look at your own body forever. Do not turn away. The dark secrets of our past are about to be revealed. We are stripping away the modern illusions to look directly into the frozen permafrost of our origins. The terrifying reality of what our ancestors endured is far stranger than any science fiction story. Keep watching as we uncover the first prehistoric crime scene. This bone fragment is merely the tip of a massive frozen iceberg. If you believe this prehistoric tragedy was just a bizarre, one-in-a-million medical anomaly, what scientists uncovered deeper within the dark caverns will make your blood run cold. Do not skip the next chapter. Across the endless expanse of the ancient African savanna, where glacial winds swept through jagged stone valleys, daily life was a relentless battle against extinction. A lean, battle-hardened prehistoric hunter, wrapped in coarse animal hides, pushes forward through the sub-zero terrain. Every single step he takes sends a blinding, white-hot shockwave of agony straight up his leg. He cannot comprehend what is happening to his body. This primitive man lives in a world of absolute ecological purity. There are no synthetic chemicals, no industrial smoke, and no artificial preservatives. He drinks pristine water directly from melting glaciers and eats only raw wild game and uncultivated berries. By all modern logic, his constant physical activity should have granted him an indestructible shield of perfect health. Yet, deep within his footbone, a single cellular worker has staged a chaotic rebellion. It refuses to die, defying the ancient laws of biological harmony. It replicates aggressively, forming a distorted, invasive mass. The hunter collapses onto the frozen earth, his heavy breaths turning to mist in the freezing air, completely defenseless against an invisible assassin lurking in his own DNA. Fast forward to 2016. Inside the dark recesses of a cave system in South Africa, archaeologists unearthed the fossilized remains of this exact hominid footbone. Advanced 3D X-ray scans stunned the global scientific community. The bone exhibited undeniable textbook signs of osteosarcoma, an aggressive bone cancer. If cancer was actively stalking our ancestors through the prehistoric wilderness, why are these fossils so incredibly rare? The answer lies in a cruel trick of nature and a phenomenon known as preservation bias. Stick around, because this historical illusion is about to be shattered. Modern wellness trends frequently romanticize the Paleolithic lifestyle, urging people to return to ancestral habits to cure all ailments. There is a widespread comforting belief that early humans lived cancer-free lives due to their clean diet. However, evolutionary biologists view this mindset as a dangerous illusion. They are completely blind to the harsh reality of taphonomy and fossil preservation. When a prehistoric hunter perished in the wild, his body was swiftly scavenged by apex predators, or left to rot in the elements. Over thousands of years, all soft tissues like organs, muscles, skin, and blood vessels decayed into nothingness. The only parts of a creature that have a microscopic chance of absorbing minerals and turning into stone are the hard, mineralized structures of the skeleton. This creates a massive scientific blind spot. Cancer is overwhelmingly a disease of the soft tissues. Lung, liver, stomach, and blood cancers leave absolutely no signature. The fossils we find today represent a mere fraction of a percent of the actual diseases that plagued ancient life. We are only seeing the rare, hyper-aggressive tumors that manage to breach the fortress of hard bone tissue. Every single soft tissue cancer from that entire frozen era is simply gone without a trace. Consider a second shocking find, located just miles away from the first site. Scientists discovered a spinal vertebra belonging to an Australopithecus sediba child, dating back nearly 2 million years. The child suffered from a benign tumor growing directly inside the spinal column. The immense pressure would have caused intense pain. The dark truth is, cancer didn't even wait for humans to evolve. It has been terrorizing this planet since monsters ruled the Earth. In the next section, we are traveling hundreds of millions of years back in time to uncover the deep biological curse that binds us all. To truly comprehend why cancer is an inevitable part of existence, we must look past modern lifestyle factors and examine the very origin of complex life. When single-celled organisms first combined to form multicellular creatures, an evolutionary contract was signed. Cells had to suppress their individual desires. They had to work as a collective team and willingly self-destruct when damaged, keeping the entire body functioning properly. However, every time a cell divides, billions of complex chemical letters within its DNA sequence must be copied perfectly. In the chaotic environment of prehistoric Earth, mistakes were bound to happen. Exposed to intense cosmic radiation, rapid climate shifts, and internal biochemical errors, these cellular copy machines inevitably malfunctioned. This created permanent, corrupted genetic mutations that bypassed the body's security systems. When a mutated cell escapes destruction, it reverts back to its primitive state. It consumes all surrounding resources, breaks the laws of tissue organization, and multiplies uncontrollably into a tumor. Therefore, cancer is not an external infection or an environmental invader. It is the inherent tragic tax that every complex multicellular creature must pay for the privilege of existing. This tax has been collected for hundreds of millions of years. Paleontologists analyzing a 240-million-year-old fossilized ancestor of modern turtles discovered a highly advanced malignant bone tumor on its hind leg. Even Tyrannosaurus rex fossils have been found with clear evidence of devastating tumors eating away at their massive tail vertebrae. If cancer is woven into the very fabric of complex biology, why do modern statistics show a massive explosion in cases compared to the ancient world? The answer isn't just about what we are doing wrong today. It's about a terrifyingly simple rule of survival that our ancestors couldn't outrun. The statistical gap between modern cancer rates and ancient human remains is undeniable, but the reason behind it is widely misunderstood. Our prehistoric ancestors didn't have lower cancer rates because their bodies possessed a magical immunity. They had lower cancer rates because they simply did not live long enough. The wild world was far too efficient at killing them first. In the relentless survival arena of the Ice Age, the average life expectancy for a human ancestor hovered between 25 and 35 years. Life was cut short by everyday catastrophes. A minor scratch from a thorny bush could lead to fatal septic shock within days. A sudden bout of dysentery, a harsh winter freeze, or a fractured limb from a fall meant a swift, unavoidable death sentence. On a biological level, cancer is a disease of accumulated time. It takes decades of continuous cell divisions for genetic copy errors to stack up sufficiently to form a lethal malignancy. Over 80% of cancers today are diagnosed in individuals over the age of 50. The ancient hunter was buried beneath the permafrost long before his rogue cells ever had the statistical opportunity to finish their work. It is not that their bodies were more protected, but that something else got there first. Furthermore, the prehistoric environment carried its own severe carcinogens. To survive the freezing nights of the Ice Age, groups of early humans huddled inside cramped, poorly ventilated caves around raging bonfires. Night after night, they inhaled dense, toxic plumes of wood smoke and soot into their lungs. The ancient trauma preserved in these millions of years old fossils is not just a grim reminder of our vulnerability. Right now, it is providing modern oncologists with the ultimate blueprint to finally defeat this disease. Prepare to see how the giants of nature are teaching us to rewrite our genetic destiny. Let us analyze a stunning, real-world anomaly in evolutionary biology that links our prehistoric past to modern medicine: the paradox of the elephant. Elephants are colossal creatures, possessing roughly 100 times more cells than a human being, and they can live for up to 70 years in the wild. Mathematically, they should be absolutely riddled with cancer from a very young age due to sheer cell volume. Yet, despite their massive cellular real estate, the cancer mortality rate for elephants is below 5%, while in modern human societies, that exact same mortality rate reaches up to 25%. The secret lies within a specific master gene known as TP53, famously dubbed the guardian of the genome. This gene produces a specialized protein that constantly patrols the cell, forcing mutated DNA to either repair itself or immediately commit cellular suicide before it can grow into a dangerous tumor. While humans carry only a single pair of this crucial TP53 gene, elephants, through millions of years of rigorous evolutionary pressure on the prehistoric plains, developed 20 pairs of it. Their cellular security system is 20 times more vigilant than ours, entirely neutralizing rogue cells instantly. Looking back at the journey from a 1.7 million year old bone to current genetic labs, we see a clear lesson. Modern civilization has removed the immediate predators that killed our ancestors in their youth. We live twice as long, giving this biological shadow time to catch up. But unlike them, we finally have the tools to fight back.